What's happening? Welcome to Life Noggin. Today, we're not just talking about the future of exploration. We're literally going underwater to see it for ourselves. We're at the Deep campus, a company on a wild mission. By the end of this decade, they want people like you and me to live underwater for months at a time, inside futuristic habitats that look like something out of science fiction. And we're starting this adventure in the best way possible, by climbing into a submarine. Our first stop, a small lake in an old limestone quarry near Bristol, UK. At first glance, it looks like a peaceful pond in the countryside. But dive in, and you quickly realize it gets dark fast. Light fades, colors vanish, and suddenly your face looks ghostly blue. By the time we reached the bottom, about 80 meters down, it felt eerily close to the ocean floor. That SS, exactly why Deep uses this spot. It's the perfect year-round training ground for their divers, scientists, and eventually, their habitats. Now, Deep's first big leap is a project called Sentinel. Right now, it is still on land. But this structure is designed to be the International Space Station of the ocean. Think about that. A modular, 3D printed undersea lab where scientists can live, sleep, run experiments, and even hop on Zoom calls via Starlink buoys floating on the surface. Inside, it's surprisingly practical. There's a great hall, a dry lab, private soundproof bunks. Because yes, even under the sea, people still need personal space. But why build it this way? Well, the history tells us a lot. Back in the 1960s, Jacques Cousteau built the first underwater habitats, his Conshelf projects. Brave divers lived under pressure for weeks at a time, proving it was even possible. But technology back then was clunky and limited. The last real habitat was built in 1986. Since then, nothing. That's where Deep flips the script. Their habitats are modular, like Legos. You can rearrange entire sections depending on what you need. Lab, meeting room, comms hub, whatever. And because they're 3D printed using Hexbot robots, the designs aren't just efficient, they're futuristic. Instead of wasting energy carving metal blocks, they're building up unique structures from scratch, shapes that were impossible just a decade ago. So, what could this mean? Imagine studying coral reefs, or restoring deep-sea ecosystems without leaving the water. Imagine analyzing species samples instantly, instead of holding them up, losing precious details along the way. Scientists could track ocean changes in real time, unlocking discoveries we can't even imagine yet. Here is the crazy part. We've only explored about 0.0% of the ocean floor. Think about that. We know more about the surface of Mars than the world beneath our own waves. Deep wants to change that, and not just for scientists. Their vision is to democratize the deep sea, opening up this alien world for students, explorers, and maybe even regular people like us. In the 60s, both space and inner space felt like the next frontier. Space took the spotlight, but Deep is betting big that now it's the ocean's turn. So here's the question for you. Would you live in one of these undersea habitats? And should access to the deep ocean be something everyone gets a shot at? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you love exploration as much as we do, check out our recent video on a shipwreck that's rewriting history. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and join us on the next adventure. Because trust me, the future of exploration, it's not just up in the stars, it's down here, beneath the waves.